What up, guys? So I got a question today from Antonio, who was watching one of my rolling videos recently, and he noticed that I was doing something with my head in my hand when I was passing someone's knee shield. It's very similar to, for those of you that watch the channel, the iron squirrel thing where I'll come inside and grab the arm. But he was curious as to what I was doing to prevent the underhook and why I was using this particular hand grip when I was passing. So I'm going to show you guys how to use that when you're passing a knee shield or a half guard, and then I'll also show you a neat trick that you could possibly use to set up a key lock or an arm attack. All right, guys, so let me show you where I figured this out originally back when I was a white belt. So I would get into positions here where people were framing, and I remember I would struggle with this. So what I would do back then is take my hand and go through this little space here, link my fingers together, and I would actually drive this arm down, keeping my elbow low to the ground. So again, I'm not up like this, which would give him an underhook, right? I'm actually keeping the elbow down, and then from here, I could start to go and attack that arm with a key lock, which was like my favorite move as a white belt. You could potentially turn that into a straight arm lock as well. So then where this goes into the passing situation is that when I'm here, the knee shield and all this stuff can be very tough, right? Especially dealing with frames here and everything else. So what I'm doing is I'm popping up here, and if I can get to a point where this arm starts to reach out, which is what I'm looking for, right? Again, if he's doing a good job of maintaining his frame here, this is a lot more difficult to do. But when we start to reach out, I can start to push this arm out of the way, and then this hand is basically gonna go over top of my face, and I'm gonna drive. And very similar to the side control position, Antonio, is once I get here, the elbow is coming down to prevent the underhook. So if you tried to go for an underhook now, it would be very difficult. And at this point, I can start to work underneath, and that's typically what I'm doing. For me, when I'm passing half guard, I'm trying to get control of the head to stop the person, especially from a knee shield perspective. People can extend their body away, and that creates problems for me. So a lot of times I'm trying to keep them in here, either with control here or here, to stop their head from being away. I'm popping up here, and if you watch that video, again, my black belt Rich was here pushing. And if you notice this, you'll start to see it more often from me. I'm pushing away and then getting this hand here and then driving with my body weight. And in some cases, if they start to resist and you're here, you can really just start to weigh on them and make them have to support your pressure. And at the same time, I can get control of their head and drive down and then get into a nice chest-to-chest position from passing with half guard. So to answer your question, Antonio, that is what I was doing. That's why I was doing it. And what's preventing the underhook is as soon as I get close to the ground, I am really driving that elbow down. If he's here, if he tries to fight for that underhook, he loses that post that he has. So that's the idea. Hope that helps. Give that a try if you're ever passing someone from a knee shield or a half guard. And if anybody is in a situation from side control and you get these frames, try this out. Frame it down, and then you're gonna begin to attack the arm there. So hope that helps, guys.